and we are... What the hell? So how is the real China? Something that I'm hopefully gonna find out today. So I've spent quite a couple of days in Shanghai. Crazy city, the dimensions, the architecture, the crazy skyscrapers, but also the history. And I have to tell you, in many ways, it's very international. So I thought, hey, let's take a train out. So this morning took a train out of Shanghai and we are in the city of Suzhou. And as you see behind me, that's much more like it. So very kind of like, I mean, if I would be like in an Eastern European country, I would say like Soviet style, but here, let's say communist style. Train station behind me. I just arrived. Here we have some new developments, some type of, maybe somebody can tell me what that means here. And I have to tell you one thing, the volume of people's conversation on the phone, like this guy in the back. Seriously. So for today, the city of Suzhou, from what I understand, it has a old town with a canal. I think the Mission Impossible movie was filmed there. And in many ways, it feels quite a bit different already than Shanghai. Pretty much nobody speaks a single word of English. There's no English signs. I do see the metro. So I think with the metro, a couple stations, we can first check out the old town. And then I also know by the lake, there's some new developments, some crazy skyscrapers. Like most big Chinese cities, they go crazy with their, let's say, creative buildings. And I'm quite excited to, yeah, see a little bit the both sides today. I have one day here to spend for today towards sunset. Let's go see the old part. Might be very touristy as well. I mean, like, it's not like it's just some city. Suzhou definitely is a big city by itself. The train right here actually was quite nice. You can check that out. I think most likely there's a full video about it. But yeah, let's see if we can figure it out. Just finding my hotel earlier here by the train station was an adventure. It took me a while. And yeah, over here is the metro. Google Maps doesn't give you any navigation, but on the map you kind of can see the metro line, so we'll figure something out. So let's see, they do have this little English button here. And what is my station? Sorry, do you know this one? Like,
Let me see. Oh, 7里山塘街.
Shantongji?
One people.
Okay.
Use cash or
Cash.
cash.
Okay, 谢谢. Okay, let's remember this. Shantanji. So, brother helped me out. I just showed them a picture on Google Maps of the place I'm going to, Shantanji. Now we just need to figure out the direction, and then we should get there. So nice station overall, but the vibe is different, you know. Some people sit on the ground, people smoke a cigarette everywhere. It's pretty chill actually, you know. So guys, real quick, before we continue with today's adventure, I have to tell you, there's no more frustrating thing than being on the road, your suitcase gives up on you, or you have a huge bag on your back that is just weighing you down. I'm telling you, the solution is having a high quality luggage, and in this case, level 8. So I've been with their suitcases on the road for many years. It's luxury quality, very durable, with a lifetime warranty. In case anything happens, reach out to the customer support, but at the same time at a much more affordable price than comparable brands with a similar quality. So I have to tell you, this is the level 8 carry-on pro with a laptop sleeve. Has been my favorite for a while in terms of the elegance, but also the durability. The premium aluminum suitcase, the Gibraltar carry-on. So with my code right now, Danny15, you can get 15% off any of their pieces, worldwide shipping. So no matter where you are, you can get your hands on one of them. So no matter where you're traveling, be it Shanghai, be it China, be it some tropical places, be it some, I have to tell you, carry on, even for adventure travel, I think is the better option. Personally, out of experience, I'm telling you, with the back problems, with carrying it around, if you're traveling in style, the checked luggage, absolutely out of this world. So just check out their website, use my code Danny15 to support the channel here as well. And with that, well, let's get back to today's adventure. Taken the metro out of the airport once here in Shanghai. Looks pretty similar. Extra busy, I would say. I need to learn the word like sorry. Don't want to yell at people in my English here. We're here. It's one station. I think it's a half an hour walk. Nice. So we are right now on Shangtangji Road, and it looks nothing like Shanghai. I'm sure they have more local neighborhoods there as well, but wow, what a vibe. So first of all, you got these like old vans, like a little bit of a parking lot, and here that's always interesting when, you know, people doing similar things, but there's a huge line in front of one of them, the other one's not so much. And the older people here are just a vibe with a cigarette. Just so food looks absolutely delicious. So I think they're selling, it's like a market, they're selling both raw as well as kind of like restaurant style. Got some buns here. The man is having fresh fish. Yeah. Hello. So let's see, there's supposed to be kind of like a canal flowing through here, a couple of bridges. But just to wander in here for a second, it's actually like a really nice market. I like how they have everything super nice and neat. This man is selling tomatoes in all the colors imaginable. And honestly, the quality of the products look amazing. So I don't know what they pump these beans with, but whatever it is, it must be working. So vegetable, fruits, and reminds me a lot of markets in Eastern Europe. Maybe a little bit more organized, but looks like a market in Odessa in many ways. Oh, and the smell of fresh vegetables, amazing. And the cool thing is I'm seeing like things that I haven't seen exactly like that before. So here's kind of like, I don't know, zucchini type of thing. A kid, it's good boys. Wow. The biggest cucumber in the world right there. Coming out, there's like a street market from buns to hot dogs to... Let's see, how can we cross? Seriously, the vibe, the energy is just so different. And I think it's actually a tourist area, but everybody is fairly surprised to see me. Maybe it's because I'm yelling into a camera, possible. So, it is a zebra, but does it work like one? Let's see. Oh shit, seriously, fuck. The dude almost got hit. Okay, it does not quite work like a zebra. Ah, it does. So this is kind of like the traditional old town. Oh, we made it. Honestly, a bit more tricky than in some other countries. Okay, interesting. So we have the old part right here. In the back we're seeing some skyscrapers, like I know it from some other Chinese cities. Some dessert on the street. And I think this is where the tourism begins. But seriously, all the fruits that they're selling is just amazing. So this is the Shangtangji Road. Lots of old-timers. I think the domestic tourism, once you retire, it goes hard in this country. But yeah, very much so also developed, I would say, as a tourist spot. Very cozy, very sweet, really busy. I was kind of like, when I saw it on the internet, I thought that's what it might be. Still all in Suzhou, haven't seen a non-local. And the energy overall is quite nice, like very chill, almost like a Sunday market. I think today is Wednesday. So basically, some people dress up in like traditional clothes, some food stalls. And I think this place has been around really for a long time. You can get like nice soups here for a couple of dollars, too, for the most part. Actually, we might do that right now. So here they're having fruits again. Seriously, Suzhou so far is the fruit and vegetable city for me. And yeah, looks like people come here during the week just to enjoy, just to hang out. But the cool part about it is that it's pretty much has been around for hundreds of years. These little houses. I'm actually curious where the lake is. There's supposed to be a lake. And I'm like wondering all the time, are those real fruits? And I think they are actually. Yes, they are. Never seen those before. Hello. She's probably thinking the same, looking at me. Never seen those before? The guy with the camera. Hello. So I would say let's check this one out here. Yeah. Alright, I would say let's go easy right now. No? No? Okay. Okay. So we got some kind of soup, dumplings. I feel like that's all I'm eating in China. Just to go safe. I tried some like more... It's okay? She didn't seem excited. But the young people are excited though. They probably don't understand a single word, which is quite funny. Alright, bye-bye. So I know a couple of words. Maybe she is excited. You know, there was a time I learned quite a couple of Chinese words, but most of them are not very appropriate, so I need to hold myself back. But the broth they do here is amazing. Quick fill up, and let's explore. So basically here's the canal. You got the old houses on the side, and yeah, looks like there's a boat passing through, even almost like public transport. Looks like, reminds me a little bit of Bangkok, but it might be tourism as well. Nobody waves me back, but everyone's looking though. So let's see what is behind here. It's like a daily thing, the dressing up, or if it's a special occasion right now. But generally it feels really cool just to be inside of, kind of feeling like all the locals are very excited, and there's no foreign tourism here right now, at least within hours and hours of walking around the city so far. So we finally got onto kind of like the sidewalk. I think around here they filmed the Mission Impossible 3, where he's running like crazy, but that's a Tom Cruise thing. He's running in every Mission Impossible like that, but we're close to Shanghai. It's like maybe 2-hour drive, half an hour on the train. So I think actually the population of this town, or this city, millions of people, is still counted to Shanghai, which makes kind of like Shanghai the biggest metropolitan urban area. And yeah, super cute, super cozy, in some ways a little bit with the canal, kind of like Chinese Amsterdam vibes, but in some ways even nicer. What I like about it is actually that here it's fairly quiet. Like, it's almost like people keep their tone down, because in most public places it's much louder. Coffee and whiskey bar here. All right, I've seen the first 2 dudes from somewhere closer to my world, but I love these costumes, I gotta say. So many people are, I wish I could ask. So getting the perfect shot for Red, for Xiaohongshu. I wish you could smell this right now, guys. The way they cook pork around here is unbeatable. So a little bit hard to walk. Actually just looked it up. So Suzhou itself has 10 million people, higher than some country's population. And some of these bridges actually, they date back to the 1600s, So that is why this place is so famous. This is not just like set up or something. Historically, hundreds and hundreds of years ago, these bridges exactly have been here already. And perhaps they used to dress like that, but that is maybe something one of you guys know. So you have these boats passing through, and on both sides the houses. So let's see how far we can get. And it's actually a fairly large neighborhood. The road itself is like kilometers, definitely, for sure. So the walkway ends here. Let's go there. Seems a bit quieter. Basically, the little old town area is ending around here. The river is kind of like flowing like this, and yeah, that's actually what I noticed. It's quite crazy also in Shanghai that during the week in the evenings it often feels like weekend. Yeah, no, it's okay, it's okay. I'll walk. I feel like everybody leaves me hanging here. So we're seeing actually the modern city in the backdrop right now. It's gonna be dark soon, but also I want to see the extra modern side. So perhaps we're gonna catch some transportation right now. I'm gonna make our way over there because this is in many ways so old that it becomes iconic. Like, such a cool place they made out of it. Definitely recommend it if you're in the area. It is super touristy, it is super flashy, but because it's pretty much like 99% local, it's really cool. So guys, not sure how much and how to buy it. Meow.
Do you want
Lamb?
羊肉 sheep?
Sheep, perfect. How much is it?
Small one, 18.
One, yes. Can do cash? Okay, so we have some sheep. It smells amazing. It's 18. It's like a little bit over $2. That's really good. Like, globally speaking, you know, I always compare it to not just Asian countries, but especially, obviously. Okay, shishi. Spicy or?
Spicy, this one. Little.
Like this, also good? Also good, tasty?
加一点点 Little.
Little, yeah, there's a little. Because I want to maintain the flavor of the sheep. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, little. It's good. Give it to me the Chinese way. Yeah. 谢谢. Nice guy, good energy. Everybody's a bit shy, you know. Maybe it's my energy. Oh wow. Oh yeah. Well, that's what I call a snack. The spices taste like hell, very spicy, but you still taste the sheep, so I like it. Like, generally I like to keep it very like basic, just a little bit of salt, but give it to me the way you give it to everybody. Wow, very soft, really nice barbecue. And here, finally, I haven't seen it in Shanghai yet. Chinese style, people just by the street. Hello. They look at the camera until I look, and then they look away. Honestly, it's discreet, and I prefer that. You're like, it's quite easy actually to film in China, in the sense that people are curious, but it's very easy actually. So some poor people, some singers. I think he's doing a live right now. Yep. He's doing a live. Okay, that is actually pretty cool. Walking out of this old town, we're literally walking into a local neighborhood. Just seeing 7-Eleven, some banks, still some street artists, but I think this is normal neighborhood, which I'm quite excited to see. This looks like some charity. Things on the side of the street, street food, hot dogs, snails. I like it. I like it very much. So for the most part, it looks like we wandered into like a regular Suzhou commercial center. Not too busy. People go about their day-to-day life. Some 1911 to 2011 sign, 100 years of something. Interesting thing is quite a good amount of different monuments, even people. And the metro station should be down there to bring us to the most modern area of Suzhou to get a little bit the contrast. I think today we got the ancient town, which is now super touristy, super cute. We got the regular town, and now I would say let's go into the future. The funny thing is, other than the Huawei sign of the Huawei shop over here, I pretty much cannot read any other sign. They're all completely in Chinese. Quite different from, like, you know, the center of Shanghai. Here, this is the real deal. Still building a lot as well. 10 million people. Small city compared to Shanghai. So this is perhaps the first right now. I just saw a toilet in a metro station and it looked nice. Very human. Seriously, it's like one of those biggest problems. You're going to the metro and you don't know if you're gonna survive. First time in the world. I'm sure it exists, but the first time I'm seeing it. And so we have arrived in time for, yeah, a pretty beautiful sunset actually. And we are, what the hell? At the Gates of the Orient, I think that building is called. And basically it's a huge building. Let's change the lens. Okay, that works better now, I think. So basically I think if we're gonna walk away a bit further, you're gonna see it better. But it's a humongous structure. I'm just starting to see it myself right now. Wow, it's gonna light up. It's probably gonna be amazing. And that is the crazy thing about China. There are so many different cities with what in any other country would be an iconic skyline, whereas here it's just like regionally, I'm sure this is a legend, but there's so many different developments, which I find quite impressive. So basically here we're standing right in front of it. People taking pictures. It's basically two buildings and then they're arched on top and connected. And on the bottom there's kind of like a mall. And there's also a really cool looking park over there. I'm just wondering how to get there. So I have made it to the other side to get a bit of a better view, and I have to tell you, this is exactly kind of what I was hoping for when I was looking up the different locations, just to really see it and feel it, that so many Chinese cities, they have this huge contrast. On the one side they have maybe like obviously a lot of local neighborhoods, kind of like the vegetable market we just wandered into, but then at the same time they have these crazy development that in most other parts of the world, like I mentioned before, everybody would hear and know about it, but in China it's just another Monday. Like, again, not to downplay this, I'm sure it's a legendary in this area and very famous for everybody who is from around here and knows their way around. But seriously, I'm a big architecture fan, and this is really cool. I think it's when I looked it up, it said it's the second tallest building in Suzhou, so there's actually a taller one. It's not like super high, just the aesthetics of it, the lights. And another thing about this city, actually a lot of the accommodation when I was checking where to stay was by the lake, but it took me a minute to get here. Seriously, I would like to get a taxi back, but wow, I just got around the corner. So there's a lake. Look at that. There is a huge lake in the back there, some type of little island, perfectly lush, full of trees. And then there is also a Ferris wheel. something is lit up, and like most cities in China, just so many housing developments. I mean, you gotta keep 11 million people somewhere, and that is kind of what you see all around there. But I have to tell you, this skyline especially, yeah, there you go, perfect. The building is coming out. So yeah, Suzhou, for me, a day trip for the most part. I am very happy that I did it. On the one side, it does feel more Chinese than Shanghai. Just a bit more chill in some ways. Not necessarily the tourist area, but even that. And at the same time, really interesting. A city that most people in the world haven't really heard about, even though it's a huge metropolis. And I'm sure like all the big brands, all the huge banks, and just this building there. There's like a humongous tower. That is probably the tallest one. So we're filming right now, but the wide angle is going to be hard for you to see, but this one basically. I'm gonna get the other camera out in a second. And yeah, big photo culture, definitely everywhere. Everyone that's coming out wants to get the perfect shot with this epic building, the Gates of the Orient. And I think today's video gave you a little bit of a good idea how, let's say, most large cities in China look. Like any city that you hear the name of, they always have like some type of crazy development. And yeah, from here I'm seeing like Crown Plaza, a W Hotel with this view is probably amazing. And I think for today I'm gonna head back. I got like a hotel closer to the train station for tomorrow. I'm heading back to Shanghai for another couple days. I think I'll take you along on that, but generally I really enjoyed today, just from the perspective of, for me, it's always interesting to see a bit more the regular life in a big city that is not just like, let's say, I have never seen this skyline before researching cities to go next to Shanghai. If you have been around here, if you have any recommendations, I was actually thinking to go to Nanjing as well. We'll still consider, time is a little bit tight. But yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy the rest of the sunset here right now and see you tomorrow morning from the train station. Actually, I took first class coming here. I just wanted to check it out. It was really cool. Filmed a video about that. And I think on the way back, we're gonna take the regular train. So I'll take you along on the road. I'm back to Shanghai. If you're planning to come to Shanghai, we'll see how it's done. But for, yeah. But also, I would say, while we are here, let's check out this mall. It's really futuristic in many ways. So I don't know if I've ever seen like such a, maybe it's an office building as well, because it's like such a grand entrance without anything really going on. I think the mall is on the right side. So this is right behind the gates, this building there. And I think there is more city, probably residential developments as it looks like. So yeah, let's see what is going on in this mall. Probably nothing too crazy. I think just this entrance is really nice. Kind of have this arrows. Seriously, I love like, I think Singapore was one of the first that did it back in the day. Like this architecture that is all wavy yet very modern. It's kind of like nice. So walking in, I guess nothing too crazy. Just a nice, fairly modern mall. The usual stuff that you have in every mall. And I've mentioned it before in previous videos. Here the same again. Feels super chill in terms of like security or anything. You just go in anywhere. Like police is maybe in some corners, but generally for the most part, I feel very chill. Be it filming anywhere, be it walking anywhere, people flying drones everywhere. Didn't bring mine, unfortunately. Left it in Shanghai, stored it in a hotel. So yeah, basically, like I said, for the most part, just a nice mall. People going about their Thursday business today. Couple of floors looks like. So basically, yep, like 3, 4, 5 floors, something like that. Woo. Let's go out, let's get a better view. Well, good morning right now from the Suzhou train station. So fairly, let's say, busy around 12. I'm taking the train back right now to Shanghai. So on the way here, like I said, I wanted to check out kind of like whatever the most expensive ticket, which is only like 30 bucks for like, because it's a 30-minute drive. Right now we're gonna take the regular train, a man of the people. And yeah, this train station, actually at first in Shanghai was a bit hard to figure out, to get around, but now I almost understand it. I think I found it. And booking the ticket online and then just checking in with your passport basically. So there's like a bookstore, which is interesting to see what they're selling. Usually in train stations and airports, like the best sellers, you know. Here is just, I don't know, a couple of books. So the train station itself, like you see, looks almost more like an airport. Absolutely humongous, many platforms. So let's see, should be like half an hour to get to Shanghai. So about 30 minutes later, we're back in Shanghai. Feels good to be back. Nice little trip to Suzhou, really enjoyed it. I think it was a nice change of vibe, energy, pace. Overall, in some ways it felt a bit more laid back. Yeah, another couple days in Shanghai, let's get to the city. Seriously, these trains are... So this regular class was like, I think $5 or something, so pretty good. And so, finally, fully back in Shanghai for another couple of days of adventure. Not sure exactly when this video is going to come out. Perhaps it's going to be one of the last of the China series. But yeah, staying here a little bit over a week, just getting a feeling overall for not only Shanghai, but also the, yeah, neighboring cities of Suzhou. Overall, I think I've mentioned it before, was a really nice little contrasting impression to Shanghai. This is how I would call it. And now we're pretty much straight up in the center, so check out the other videos from Shanghai. And with that, if you want to connect with me, you can check out my Instagram to see where I am right now. Usually the videos come out a little bit later, but yeah, overall very impressed, kind of how I expected to be by the cities, the infrastructure, everything else. But even more so, especially in Shanghai, I'm impressed how chill and in many ways, perhaps, livable it is. Definitely will be back to visit. And yeah, on that note, we've got a world to see. Good weather, good time.